are you doing?
The house was so quiet. Mum's gone, Victoria's gone. I was scared.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asleep.
Can I help with the milking?
Well, you've got to be getting ready for school soon.
Don't want to be on my own.
No, of course you don't. Come on.
Has Victoria had to go back into hospital?
She's fine. You don't have to worry about her.
Well, where are they then?
Come on.
How much did we lose on those pheasants?
Only a few quid.
Well, then Turner should give us a cut of his profits. He was doing a roaring trade with them in the wool pack.
Well, never mind. These fireworks will soon make up for it.
Maybe. I just wish we didn't have to stop them.
What's wrong about? It's traditional. Remember, the 5th of November.
Yeah, and remember the trouble they used to cause on the estate? Kids chucking bangers.
You're all right as long as you have a proper organised display.
We going to have a display, Dad? No way.
Apparently not. Here, get us another box through, will you, Scott?
That's another thing we've got to be careful of. Scott mustn't serve anyone with these when he's in the shop. He's not 16. It's not legal.
Who's going to be bothered about that?
Well, Mrs. McAllister, for a start. She'd probably have us up in court.
Well, I never thought she'd leave him.
We've got any clean jeans, Mum?
They're on the banisters. Your shirt's in the airing cupboard.
All right.
I did. I can see she got to the end of her tether when I talked to her the other day.
Oh, they could have sorted somewhat out. She didn't have to leave him.
Well, maybe she thought it was the only way she could get him to take notice. Talking's done no good.
Right, I'm off round at the post office to send it over, Scott.
Hey, don't forget your sports kit. It's over there. Oh, and don't be taking school bus tonight. Remember, David's going to give you a lift home.
Cheers, Dad.
Hey!
See you later.
See you, love.
You like?
It's not that much fun being a farmer's wife, you know. Especially when you feel you're being taken for granted.
I can remember something like this happening to us not so long ago. Mind you, you're trying harder now, aren't you?
So maybe you ought to give him a bit of advice. He ought to get after her before it's too late.
I don't think he'd take that from me. After all, he is the boss, you know.
Well, if he's got any sense, he'll listen. Hey, don't forget these.
Right. See you then, love.
Hey! Who's taking who for granted?
See you later.
Better. See you, love.
Mum, where's me trainers?
I'm going to be late for school if you don't hurry up.
Not going to matter just this once, is it?
If you get 3 late marks, you're in trouble.
Got more important things to think about than that, Robert. I'm sorry. I was a bit tense this morning. Irritable. Narky. Your breakfast's done now. If you eat it up, you'll be on time. Things are going to be a bit strange for the next few days until we get organised. And then they'll be fine. You're going to have to try and be grown up about all this, Robert. We have to be a team, work together. I know it's hard, but that's the way it's got to be.
Why?
Because we're going to have to manage without Mummy and Victoria, just like when they were at the hospital.
It's not like that, though, is it?
Not exactly.
Where did they go?
To York. Stay with a friend of Mummy's who works over there.
Why did they go?
Look, it's complicated. We had a row. She was upset. Maybe I should have...
When's she coming back?
I don't know.
Is she coming back?
I don't know that either.
What did you do that made them go?
So, do you want to help me flog them? Yeah, all right. Split profits down the middle.
70-30.
You what?
Well, they are my fireworks.
Not your dad's.
Maybe, but I'm going to the risk of nicking them.
All right, 70-30. Can you get any more?
Just as long as I'm careful.
We're in business then. Anyone want to buy any fireworks?
Oh, how's the bike?
Wrecked. Came in on the school bus.
Still off the road?
Yeah, I should have it back together again soon. You know, it's the first time in months I hadn't had anything hanging over me. Police aren't bringing any more charges. Dingles have had their pound of flesh.
You hope.
Yeah. All I ever wanted was a bit of peace and quiet. At least with my bike off the road, Mum can't nag me about that.
Fair enough. Sounds a bit boring, though.
I'll settle for boring right now. Sure beats getting your head kicked in. Coming?
We ought to get that fodder beat up soon. There's a few hard frosts on the way, I reckon.
I've already started that. Never risk wasting good feed.
It's good to have you around, Ned. Takes a few of the worries off my shoulders.
That's what I'm here for. Look, you might say it's none of my business, but I know Sarah's gone.
You're right. It's none of your business.
Fair enough.
I suppose it's all around the whole village by now, is it?
I wouldn't know. It's none of my business.
I'm sorry. I was biting Robert's head off this morning, too. The truth is, I just don't know what to do.
We're talking about it help.
It could do. Couldn't make it any worse.
Lunchtime at the Woolpack. Pint and a chat, eh?
Best offer I've had all day. Only we'll make it halves, eh?
What the hell's done that?
I don't know. Best sort it out.
Yeah. Looks like some kind of animal. The beast.
What's up with you?
At this rate, I don't reckon there's going to be any shoot.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I thought I had a bargain with Seth. I'd turn a blind eye just as long as he took the odd bird now and then.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah, if he'd stuck to his side. The rate he's taking him now, I reckon he'll acclate game farm by end of month.
Well, are you sure it's him?
Yeah, who else? There's only one gamekeeper turned poacher around here. And he's just reached the end of the line.
OK, next Tuesday at 10. Right, we'll see you then. Bye.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Chris. I didn't realise you had an appointment today.
Do I have to make an appointment to see you now?
The doctor.
Why would I want to see him?
Well, that's what people normally come to the surgery for.
They don't know what they're missing.
Keep your voice down. People will hear.
Then you better make it look official. But make me a prescription.
Behave yourself. The doctor could come in at any minute.
It's not my type. You don't have to worry about him.
Yes, I do. I'd like to keep my job.
Well, it's part of the job. You could call it therapy.
The doctor will see you now, Mrs. Holmes. Now, I think you better go before we become the talk of the village.
On one condition.
What?
You come to the Woolpack for a drink when you're finished?
As long as you behave yourself.
Oh, I will. Badly.
Chris.
Only joking. I'll, see you later.
Teachers.
No sweat. I just cleared my entire stock.
Me too. Gone time to divvy up.
I reckon we did pretty well.
This is just for starters. I can get loads more orders if you can get gear.
I can't take too much. They might start a notice.
We're sitting on a gold mine here, Scott.
All right, I'll get some more tonight.
I wouldn't be drowning my sorrows if Kathy walked out on me. I'd be celebrating.
That's a terrible thing to say, Chris.
Why? This is the happiest I've been for months. She's probably just as happy to get me out from under her feet.
Hello, Chris. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Chris popped into the surgery to collect a prescription, so we thought we'd come in here afterwards.
Yeah, the advantage of being a private patient. Don't get this sort of treatment on the National Health.
Shame you couldn't find a cure for Jack. I've just heard what's happened.
Well, that's one thing you can guarantee about this village. Bad news travels fast.
Yeah, John and me had a rough patch a while back. But one thing I learned is it's no use hoping it'll blow over. You've got to face it head on.
Go after it.
Well, sort things out while you're miles apart, I'll tell you. What's stopping your pride?
She says it's her or the farm. I want her, but that farm's my life, Ned. I'm born and bred to it.
You're telling us somebody who had to give his up, remember?
But you're still working on one. I mean, it's all we know, isn't it? I mean, suppose I go along with what she wants. What would I do with the rest of my life?
There's not many jobs about, that's a fact.
Yeah, well, I can't see myself as a computer programmer or a door-to-door salesman.
Yeah, you're up against the same brick wall I was.
Yeah, and would she be any happier living with a square peg trying to fit himself into a round hole?
There he is.
All right, if we give Scott a lift, then.
Aye, had a good day.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, come on, get on then. Can't be long. We'll sort some things out with a certain senior citizen when we get back.
It's Dingles.
Back off, Dingle. You've had your revenge.
Revenge? He's still walking, isn't he? And our Ben's dead.
You know what happened?
Yeah, you killed him.
It was his heart. It could have gone at any time.
According to your dad's mate. Don't be stupid.
Not look at this at all. Gotta summon all the stuff you can. Well, hurry up, Mrs. McAllister. Your son's already been involved with the police. I don't want them turning up outside my school.
I knew you'd stick your nose in, Glover.
Come on then, Butch. When you're ready.
It's teachers.
Thanks for all you're doing, you and Ned.
Oh, that's okay. I reckon you need all the help you can get at the moment.
Yeah. Robert seems to have decided it's all my fault.
Oh, he doesn't really mean it. He's upset too.
Yeah, but he's right. I'm not a lot of fun at the moment.
You'll be needing someone to look after him for a day or so if you go after Sarah. And you could come and stay at our house if you like. Well, I might always enjoy keeping him amused.
Well, thanks for the offer, Jan, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
I'm ready.
Look, I can come back and finish this later if you want.
No, you've done enough, Jan. I can manage, thanks. And then I'll get us some tea, eh? How does egg and chips sound?
Do I have to come back?
Of course you do. You live here, it's your home.
Is it?
Come on, that's enough. Come on, we haven't finished with you yet, McAllister. Or you, Glover.
Are you all right, Luke?
Yeah, we're fine.
Mrs. McAllister?
Let's get out of here before the cops arrive.
I told you not to call the police.
I didn't call them. The last thing I want is for Luke to be involved with them again.
This isn't about your son, Mrs. McAllister. It's about the good name of this school, and it's about time you learned where your priorities lie.
Are you blaming me?
Oh, we all know where the responsibility lies.
Yes, the Dingles. And I intend telling the police as much.
You will leave me to deal with the police. It's in the school's interest to play down this appalling incident. I mean, I shudder to think what the press might make of it.
That's all very well, but...
Look, this is my school, Mrs. McAllister. And I have to consider the interests of a lot of other mothers, sons and daughters, not just yours. Anyway, I'm not prepared to discuss this matter anymore now. I believe you're coming to the end of your first year at the school, yes? Well, in the light of what's happened, I think it might be a good idea if you came to my office tomorrow to discuss your future here. Excuse me?
Where the hell have you been?
I'm sorry I'm late. Roy needed to go down to the surgery, so I walked down with him.
You've been fighting, the pair of you.
Well, it wasn't our fault.
We've heard all about the riot at school.
So we're taking Sarah Saxton's departure as a talk of the village?
Well, it wasn't exactly a riot.
That's not what we heard. You hurt?
No, I'm fine.
How many times have I told you not to get involved in this sort of thing?
We couldn't help it. I mean, it was going on all around us.
I thought we moved up here to get away from this sort of thing.
Kids always get into scraps, Viv. Always have, always will.
Oh, I see. So this is just a normal part of country life, is it? They should have a riot van permanently parked in the playground.
Let's just be thankful there's no real harm done. Scott's okay, it's the main thing, isn't it?
He was lucky. And if you ever do anything like this again...
I know, I'll stay out of it. That's a promise.
Good lad. Get us another box of fireworks through the display, will you?
Right, Dad.
He's got to learn, Vic.
Yeah, all right, Viv, you made your point. Scott's a good boy. He knows right from wrong.
There you are, Eric.
Thank you very much.
That one's on me.
Oh, thank you.
Goodness me, David, what happened to your eye?
No, it was an accident.
You weren't involved in this riot at the Comprehensive, were you?
It wasn't a riot.
I don't know what's happening around here. Seems to be no respect for law and order anywhere.
Did you get that in riot?
There wasn't any riot. But I might start one if you don't do some explaining.
Hey?
Our pact was the odd bird. You're running wild up there.
Forget it, lad. When I make a bargain, I stick to it. I'm a man of honour, I am. Ask anybody in these parts.
Oh, no need to. You're the only poacher cunning enough to have snatched that lot from underneath me nose without me seeing.
Maybe. But there's other things like birds. It's up prowl again, I've seen all signs. And if you were half a countryman you make yourself out to be, you'd have noticed them and all.
What, beast?
That's what we're up against, lad.
I'm planning a visit to Bridale House on Thursday. Some wonderful collections, beautiful antique furniture and silverware.
Oh, it sounds fascinating.
Well, perhaps you'd like to join me then.
Oh, Eric, that would be lovely.
I don't believe it. How many times have I got to warn you?
It wasn't my fault.
And letting Roy get involved too, and that was really stupid.
God, it's only a scratch. I just got pushed over in scrum, that's all.
Well, you might not be so lucky next time.
Couldn't just stand by and watch Dingles have a go at Luke, could I?
Oh, we should never let the family get sucked into all this again. We are right back into the old feud.
To blow over.
Will it? Not if I know the Dingles. They're more likely to have another go at you. Or Roy, or Linda even. I mean, once they start, it never stops.
Yeah, well, if they do start, we'll be ready for them.
It's not a game, Roy. People can get hurt, really hurt. And if you even think about getting involved, you are going to be grounded for the rest of this year, and that's just for starters.
All right, OK.
Now get upstairs and get on with your homework. I want an end to this fighting. I want to go and collect Robert and take him back to Emmerdale, and I don't want anybody getting up to anything while I'm gone.
You're only going to talk about Game Farm.
Well, I don't know what she does at Dingles. She terrifies me.
Well, we should send her after Beast.
Well, something's got to be done about that. He smashed one of the fences down on farm today.
Ah, there's many tried for years to catch it. Sol's too clever for him.
Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Creating a culinary masterpiece. Egg and chips for me and Robert. Want to join us?
Oh, I'll have to strictly off my diet sheet, though. Bad for the ticker. Any word from Sarah?
No. You've heard about it, then?
Yeah, I reckon the whole of the village has by now. But you'd expect that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I expect they've all been offering you their advice as well.
Yeah. Glovers have been pretty helpful.
Ah, good. Well, it's why I stopped, see? But you probably won't want my twopenny worth now.
Well, as a matter of fact, Frank, you're the one person I did want to talk to. Look, your work's always been your life. Now you've had to give it up, even if it's only temporary. Looks like I'm going to have to go through the same thing if I'm going to get Sarah back.
Oh, I just want a couple of brace of pheasants from Game Farm.
I'm in enough trouble with Kim already.
We've got to bait trap with Summit, unless you want to volunteer for the job you send.
No, thanks. I'll get you pheasant.
But Denton Caravan says it's going to be a fair size, whatever it is. We're going to try and take it alive, or what?
Aye. Hey, Zoo might give us a good price for it.
Show a bit of respect, lad. That creature's been roaming them moors for years. I'm not going to put it behind bars so folk can go and gawp at it. Kill or be killed, that's all it understands. And that's what you'll have to understand if we're really going after it.
Well, I guess it all started while she was in the hospital. She obviously had a lot of time on her own to think things over. She was very difficult when she got back.
How do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Distant. Like she didn't want to be here anymore.
Is there someone else?
Well, that's what I thought at first. She says there isn't.
Do you believe her?
Yeah. Some ways I think I could have coped better if there was.
Well, in the fair, we can always tell ourselves it was the other bloke's fault.
Yeah, right. This way it has to be down to me, eh?
What do you reckon?
Well, she seems to be fed up with farms and farming. So I suppose that's down to me. It's what I am. It's what I do. It's hard to see a way out of it.
Sounds to me like you've got a lot of talking to do.
I've tried.
Maybe you haven't tried hard enough.
Maybe. It's too late to put it right now.
Only when you throw the towel in, Jack. You never struck me as a quitter. Don't be like me. I wasted a lot of time feeling sorry for myself when Kim left me.
Yeah, but you and Kim are all right now. Even your heart attack hasn't spoiled that.
I'm trying not to take anyone or anything for granted anymore. It taught me that Kim and the kids mean a lot more to me than the business.
Same as me, with Sarah and Robert and Victoria.
Are you sure they all know that, Jack? It's hard to believe when the only time you give them is what you fit in between work. I know. I've been there.
I don't know if she'd even listen to me now. It still doesn't solve the problem of the farm.
One thing at a time. First, you've got to tell her how you really feel about it.
Never been one for romantic speeches, me.
Me neither. But I tell you, if you don't, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Oh, come on, Robert, don't be silly.
I don't want to go back. He doesn't want me. Sarah doesn't want me. No one wants me.
I'm afraid I haven't got your tea ready yet, Robert.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I kept your dad chatting.
No, Frank. It was my fault. A lot of things have been my fault lately. But I'm going to put them right. Now, I'll need your help, Robert. So I'd like you to go and stay with Roy and David tonight, if that's all right, Jan. But before you go, I'd like a word in private. I want you to know that none of this is your fault. Sarah hasn't gone away because of anything you've done. And we both love you as much as ever. It's just that sometimes adults get so bound up in their own worries they forget about what it's doing to other people. I'm sorry if you've been hurt by all this, son. But that's just words. It needs more than that now. So I'm going to go after Sarah and Victoria, and I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to bring them back.